we're in Illinois. We're in Iowa all day.
Go right. Sorry.
I would say we're going velvet scouting, but they're starting to shed velvet pretty good. So we're just gonna go glass, film.
Big alfalfa field.
Big alfalfa, hopefully big bucks. But we'll see. Stay tuned. Ski! Down mission here in Illinois. Shoot you some velvet whitetails tonight. Stay tuned. Move it in. Tanner's ahead of us and getting footage of a big Illinois deer. Got a picture of him and made a loop on him because we were in another field and he wasn't out here when we got here, but we sat here long enough and he came back out of the corn and he's in the alfalfa up here right now. Really cool character buck, and then Tristan just told me that ain't another deer stepped out here, so big 8-pointer. Is it a big framey tall 8-pointer? Illinois cold fronts in the summer are Remo for summertime footage. We're laying it down, bringing it to you live. So this is the second time that we've come on a scouting trip and we've seen Droopy Beam. This time. It's alright. It's my signature. No, this time we were on this side of the field and actually our dad texted us a picture in our trail camera chat. And he's like, he's out there. And I look and I'm like, oh my God, he's out there. So we made a loop. You don't realize this. It was 30 minutes we were over there while he was out here. Oh, that picture was, that's why he was in the corn when we got here. Anyway, we made the loop. And he wasn't out here, but we hung out long enough that he actually came out of the corn following the doe. And he had shimmied his way up to, I mean, how far were you?
Probably 250 yards.
We're 250 yards from here to that right now.
I don't know, maybe.
He was easily within 150 yards, and the deer literally just walked into his lap.
Yeah. I mean, literally, I was filming the deer, and the box blinds in the background. And I'm like,
the setup might be okay.
The setup might be perfect. Droopy Beam. I mean, it looks good.
Curtains for him? All right. We'll knock him out of the park.
Now we'll come over here tomorrow. We'll build the setup. We're going to bump the box back into the corn.
Well, we might just bring another box. We might just bring that corn box over. It makes so much sense to have it here.
Yeah. And take that there.
Well, we might just leave. We could bring that over there. This is what happens. It's like one idea sparks a whole brainstorming setup. So, but in about 12 hours, we'll have one setup figured out.
And we'll be back here tomorrow.
Setting it up.
And he's already kind of reading the script. All we're going to do is just give him more reason to be there.
That's funny because this deer, I mean, big old deer, he actually has been skirting the gap and hopping the fence to the right. So we get his picture way out away from the fence gap and he never comes through. Well, tonight was the first night he just barreled right through it. So I'm sure the Tacatacam video is going to be awesome.
Dude, I mean, that deer's in a dangerous spot.
He's in trouble. That's a 6 or 7 year old deer too.
He's an old deer.
He's just a hoss. I mean, when he come out, we're like, oh my God, that's him.
I mean, I think he's close to 160.
All right, so we're headed to the 780. We did some summer scouting last night. Personally, my first time doing it that way, and I don't think it could have worked out any better.
I mean, I was within 200 yards of your target deer, so.
Potential first target of the year. We'll see what happens when crops come out, but right now, for what we're working with, I'd say he's top of the list.
So what's the plan today?
We've kind of got a pretty good setup. The deer's not bidding well for himself. He's really being pretty stupid for a big old deer. So we've got a trifecta, we're calling it. We got 30 acres of alfalfa, but it bottlenecks down into this little hole. We've got about 1.5 acres of turnips on the one side, and then we've got a big ag field of corn. And it all kind of converges at this one fence gap. So we're gonna take the corn blind in, and we're gonna set up, it's almost bulletproof access. Like, it really actually is. There's literally no way you can hunt it 100 times. As long as you don't blow a deer out, you're perfectly fine. So, and that's the goal with this, is we're gonna set this blind in the actual corn so you can get in and out of it. And then it's obviously eye level, so you're not gonna get skyline opening the door up to jump out the backside. So.
Well, the nice thing about this deer is he's already reading the script. I mean, we watched him walk through the fence gap last night. Obviously, we've had him on camera doing it already. You know, we're just going in there to get the bulletproof setup put in so that we can grind our time out and know that we're going to shoot this deer.
Yeah, I mean, early season on mowed corn is already good. So if you mix that with the cold front, which is kind of what we're going to set this for, is some type of north, which most of the time blows in with a cold front. I mean, it's kind of hard to keep a deer out of mowed corn, especially when you have the trifecta there. I mean,
green turnips,
green alfalfa, and nice yellow corn.
Yeah,
I think it's.
Let's get her set up.
It's game over.
Yeah.
So. If a bigger deer doesn't show up, Droopy Beam's in trouble.
You like the setup?
I would say this one's slightly deadly. Bulletproof. Everything you could ask in a setup. Sneaky, sneaky, sir. Sneaky, sneaky. Absolutely deadly. You just mowed a trail on the backside of the corn here for bulletproof access. Comes all the way through, loops all the way up around the backside, and then the rows in the corn turn and run perfect east and west. And you can literally just get in one row of corn and walk right to the door of the blind and hop in it. So
corn blinds are pretty tactful.
That was a tactical move right there.
Yeah.
We are here at the spot, the Havel Gap of Death. Can you understand me?
No.
Oh, okay, Dean.
All right, so Jesse is moving some of these hay bales here. So this farmer obviously has a lot of alfalfa and cows and stuff. So he's allowing us to manipulate his bales this year to help us deer hunt. So the way we're doing that is using it for access purposes and also for pinches. So we're basically walling deer off and making them go places we want them to go. So he's moving 3 of these so that we can put this blind in and mow corn on one side. And then about 20 yards in front of us here, the hay bales have a gap, and we've been running the camera there year round, and we have a few great bucks using the gap already. So we're gonna put this blind in here. It's an early season slam dunk. I mean, we got a 30-acre alfalfa field. All these bucks have been using early season. We've come out and done some scouting trips out here. I've done 3 personally, seen great deer every time. So, I mean, that being said, we're going to use these to ingress, egress out of this blind, hunt the corn and the alfalfa. If the gap's going to be 20 yards, I mean, it's going to be a killer early season setup, so.
Oh, didn't see you there. Once again, Captain Dirty Lens.
Sorry, you're creating a lot of dust with the skid steer.
What do we say?
Lay by the bay, make things out of clay.
Play with some hay?
What do you say? I just may.
Yeah, this is a target deer that might shoot. Aubrey might shoot. You might shoot.
Ash.
Somebody might shoot. Either way, the setup we just did is whoever's going to sit in the blind and pull the trigger is going to kill him. It's speaking of tactical.
That was cool.
I think I need my engineering degree.
Slinking logs. I mean, we did that when we were young.
Either way, we did 2 nasty setups. I think one of them's probably going to be I think that one's going to be the setup. But for like we've got our little cousin that's going to be youth hunting this year for the first time, and just if you're wanting to sit and just see deer, I mean, that one's got the funnel in front of it, but that one's just you're going to see so much more. And either way, they're both killer setups. And
This is one of our 2 big farms here in Illinois. This is a 780 acre parcel. We have another 540, and that 540 over there, we have some target deer, Chiquita. What's the 10-pointer that you thought about shooting?
Squiggly Brow?
Squiggly Brow, the Grinch. There's 4 or 5 deer over there that need shot this year. They're officially old. I mean, so this year I expect to have a lot of deer hitting the dirt. We got family and friends that are going to come out and hunt. Some very special people who are close to us get to come on this ground and reap from our hard work and our setups, and looking forward to setting up the final. These are the final touches to these farms to get us set up for the season. So
She's coming quick. Opening day is
T-minus 20-something days.
for Illinois. I mean, Missouri.
I'm hunting.
Your finger's twitching right there. Why's your finger twitching?
Well, I
I say it's like
got a deer.
I say like less than 5 days away, 5 days away, and Missouri opener is ready to roll.
I plan to go over to Missouri and attack a very large specimen called Wide Load. I'm sure you saw him in the 3 Giants 1 Farm video, but I'm looking forward to that. So,
All right, we're running out of daylight.
next farm.